Well, we're halfway through the awesome YouTube case study of doing one video a day to see how that works with the analytics and new subs and all that type of stuff. So let's just get right into it. Let's see some results. So the very first video I did this month was talking about my reasoning behind wanting to do a video a day. One, it was a New Year's resolution of like a goal to do. Two, I wanted to see if I could like reboot the channel because all the views are way down. I think there were some more reasons, but I can't really remember them all. That was kind of the main one. It's kind of a case study because I do a lot of marketing and social media distribution, including YouTube, for a lot of different clients. And so I was like, well, you know, I need a good YouTube myself so I can keep on top of all the strategies and the video tactics, all that type of good stuff. So how is it going now that we're 14 out of 30, 15, I don't know, we're somewhere. Well, I'm actually kind of surprised how low the video views are. I know I kind of stopped putting out content. Basically this whole year has been slow. I've maybe put out like 20 videos this year, when in reality I was hoping to put out like at least one a week. Things happen, and you don't always have time to do all the videos and stuff. It's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy thing that like fed back on itself. So it's like I didn't produce a lot of videos, so the next one got less views, and then I had less desire to make a video because it would get less and less views, and it kind of just compounds on itself. But even starting the 30-day thing, we used to get anywhere from 400 to 1,000 views a video, but now it's down to like 200 is a good video. So I don't know what it is. Obviously, when you're doing one video a day, the content is probably a little less polished. Well, I know it's less polished, but maybe even less good. But it's just the easy way to say it is less good content because you're having to do one a day. And I didn't have any backed up. I didn't have any prepared. But I did all the titles right. Pretty good thumbnails, I think. Some interesting content. I'm just pretty surprised overall that the views have been so low. I'm not entirely sure what that is. I've had people comment and say that they don't get notifications when I produce a video. It doesn't show up in their feed. Somebody mentioned that I was shadow banned for some reason. Who knows? There's really no way to tell that. As you can see in the analytics here, the growth has been positive, but not as much as I would expect for all this work and for highly targeted videos. In fact, I'm even getting more views on my average TikTok video, which is here if you want to see that. It's not identical to this channel. It doesn't have the same type of stuff. It's mostly different things I test for clients. Some of the work I've done there for them, some behind the scenes of editing and making a commercial or something like that, if you're interested in that. I've always kind of assumed that in the back of my mind, oh, okay, I could jumpstart the channel anytime I wanted to. All I'd have to do is make a serious, conscious effort to do it. And in a way, it was kind of a mental excuse. I was like, well, yeah, my views are down now, but anytime I wanted to, I could get them right back up there. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it's the case. In fact, in general, I think YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, they've hit their peak of organic reach. Now is not the time to grow any one of those three. They're so oversaturated with content that the supply is way higher than the demand. What does that mean for people trying to do organic growth on that? It's not great. The algorithm is absolutely relentless on all three of those. It's funny, I had just said that to a friend of mine the other day that Instagram organic reach is like basically gone now. The next day, Gary Vaynerchuk, who made an appearance in the last video, just came out with a video, what to do about Instagram's dying reach. So it was kind of a cool synchronicity. I'm sure I've heard him say that many times before. So what does that mean? When you're looking for something like attention arbitrage, you're trying to see where attention is underpriced for not only money, but for the work you put in. Gary's talked about LinkedIn being really good. I don't have too many contents that are exactly related to that. TikTok is another one that I downloaded back when it was called Musical.ly. And it was just about teenagers singing different songs, lip syncing and things like that. And then interestingly, the first TikTok that I put out maybe a month ago got like 1,000 views. I was like, wow, that's like way more than my normal video on YouTube. So I started putting stuff there. Like I already mentioned, you can go follow that if you want. It's a completely different type of app and content consumption device thing. One, it's all vertical videos, which is pretty big change, to be honest. I can't modify all of my videos to be completely vertical because I use the whole landscape. I've had to get creative if I want to do clips there. But as a test for that, since we're doing an episode on case studies here, I made 5 clips out of my video where we go to Mirror Lake, and I made 5 different clips and I uploaded those to TikTok throughout the day, one every few hours. That got like 800 views, whereas my normal video for that got, I want to say, less than 200 views. I'm pretty sure it's less than 200 views. The attention there is just way cheap. You can get much more of it than what I've been doing on YouTube. So it's been an interesting thought process for me these past couple weeks, because I'm also trying to grow a client's YouTube channel and their Instagram and different platforms like that and their Facebook, and they're all super slow. I've grown Facebook pages from 0 to 11,000, 12,000 subscribers in a few months. It's gone now. It's flatlined. There is no organic reach for Facebook meme pages. Group pages are kind of the only thing that are still kind of being very successful on Facebook organically. You can buy ads, and those are fairly priced. They're not underpriced, but you can get a good return on those. The Instagram and Facebook stories are doing pretty decently. They have a good conversion rate. But it's kind of weird when I'm thinking about putting stuff on other platforms. I kind of consider myself a YouTuber. It was like part of my identity, which is really weird. That's kind of a toxic thing if you think about it, because I don't own anything on YouTube. I have no control over what YouTube decides to do with the algorithm, what they decide I can or can't say on the platform. Anytime they could just delete it without any type of appeal or anything like that, which is really unsettling. And there's so many people that have lost like 1 million subscriber channels out of nowhere with no oversight. I'm a big proponent of having social media, since it is the public square these days, for that to be regulated like the telecom companies. The electric company doesn't like your politics or something, they can't cut service. I really believe that social media, YouTube, Facebook, all of that stuff, you can't delete somebody. Like, it's not, we can talk about free speech all you want, but there's no conversation on social media. You do it their way or you're gone, and there's no appeal. There's no forgiveness. It's gone, and you're gone forever. Now the credit card processors for all online transactions, like 90% of them is PayPal. And PayPal will just ban you and block you from all credit processing. So how do you make a living? You don't at that point. So they're just toying with people's lives that they don't like. I think that's awful. But going back to the identity thing, for so long I've considered myself a YouTuber. But I've introduced myself as, it's like, oh, so what do you do? Oh, I'm a YouTuber, and I also do client services and things like that. But I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to introduce myself like that. Not that I'm going to stop YouTube. I'm not stopping YouTube, but I have to shift my focus into something, because it's not seeing the results I want. I was watching some other YouTube channels recently, and I kind of feel like I'm going about content all wrong. There's a part of me that just puts out videos just to put something out, to just see if I can get more views and things. And I think that's maybe when all of my best videos are the ones where I'm making the van, but it's not like I can do that for every video. I can't keep making vans. It's expensive. In general, I think the best advice is to just make videos that you yourself would want to watch. But of course, what does that mean? Who knows? That's like advice, just be yourself. I've got a few ideas for a few heavy-hitting videos that I think will be really successful, and even at least one IKEA video. So we'll see if that brings anything back, if that gets any good views. In general, though, I feel like it's not a great use of my time, because I'm not bringing in anything from it. And I've got more clients now than I ever have, and I've just been... This month has been crazy, and it's only halfway done. I've never worked so much. Even when I had the full-time, like, executive type job, it's like way more hours I'm working now. It's absolutely crazy. I'm almost at the point where I need to assess, okay, I just don't have the time to do everything. And it's not just like I need time to relax either. It's like, no, literally, I'm working from when I wake up in the morning to late at night. But that's kind of why this case study was so important, is because it's allowed me to test a hypothesis I had about being able to jumpstart a YouTube channel or bring it in. I talked about, I watched a YouTuber named Digibro who did a similar thing. He needed money one month, so he put out a video a day, and just through sheer number of views alone, he was able to pay his bills for that month. But I don't really think that's an option anymore, unless you're, I don't know. It seems like the game is completely rigged. YouTube has clearly stated that they want to go in a specific direction, and it's not user-created content. It's The Late Show, it's Colbert Report, Trevor Noah. That's what they promote. That's when you go to trending. All you see are music, those type of shows, and basically ads, product placement ads. It's completely disgusting for what YouTube has become. But I mean, of course, that's endemic of Google as well. They used to have the motto, "Don't be evil." Well, they got rid of that pretty quickly. And I'm not just talking about shadow banning me as evil. I'm talking about all the other stuff they do. But this case study has been very helpful. now I have a complete idea of the strategy for helping a client grow their YouTube channel or Facebook or anything like that. It's been very helpful. Even if the end result is that I realize it's not a good time investment, that's still something I had to learn, because I always had it in the back of my mind. Oh yeah, you can do YouTube by doing this, this, and this. The reason I'm not successful is just because I'm not working hard enough. But then when I actually try and fail, that's the most valuable lesson of all. That's how you learn. You just keep trying things and trying new strategies and things like that. So what does this all mean for the channel? Oh no, where are the videos? Well, I'm still gonna try to do the full 30-day challenge and see, maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. Maybe it will take that much more mass and momentum to get out of the hole that I dug myself in by not releasing videos for like a whole year. Because right now my analytics are up like we saw earlier, but not a lot, like maybe 10%, 30% max, and that's just based off the lower end. And I don't want to give the impression that I don't value the 100 of you that watch all my videos. I absolutely appreciate it. And to be completely honest, I can't thank you guys enough for all the awesome support you've done, all the comments. I absolutely love reading the comments. It's fantastic. I try and reply to all the comments. Sometimes I don't. If I miss it, YouTube doesn't always notify me when there's a new comment. They always filter the comments, so I have to like go through manually and check them out, but I always try to reply to them. So I don't want you to think that I don't care about you guys who are watching the videos. It's just I need to think about how to work this as a case study for all my future stuff. So we're going to keep pressing on. We're going to do the 30-day challenge. We're going to get it. Oh, I hope so. Coming up next week is some cool, newer type of content. We got some tiny house stuff coming. We got more how to make money on the road. We've got more IKEA coming. All the good stuff. Heavy hitters. It's going to be good. So thank you guys for hanging out with me, for watching these videos. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey, look, I'm trying this. Look, there's things you can click there. That's pretty cool. Don't you want to hit the subscribe button? I don't know where they're going to be, but I assume somewhere in this vicinity. I'll stretch over here. Thank you very much. It's Halloween.